We are presenting a check today for $1 million. Today at NCAI's annual conference, my tribe, the San Manuel Band of Mission Indians, presented a check for $1 million to the Pine Ridge Reservation, Oglala Sioux. About a year ago, we toured the reservation and saw that they were in need of a fire department and emergency services. They had no infrastructure for any of that, and we wanted to do what we could to help them. So we learned that federal rules prohibit firefighting assets and resources owned by the BIA and located on Indian reservations from being used on structural fires on those same Indian reservations. If there was a fire, it would take 3 hours for a fire truck from a local city to get to their reservation, and by that time it would be too late.
Those are government policies, and it's on every reservation.
Because the United States government is holding us like this. They're holding us down because they do not want to see us prosper. But we have treaties that are still mentioned in the Constitution of the United States of America, Article 6, and they're not holding up their bargain.
There are many things that do not seem right about this whole situation. We wanted to see how we could help them to establish a fire department that would provide fire safety, fire prevention, fire suppression, and emergency services for their reservation that encompasses about 3,500 square miles.
This is huge. We have a plan created, we have a plan started that we're just waiting to implement it because of the funding. There'll be several positions, they'll start small, but eventually grow into a huge, massive department that'll encompass 9 districts, which is 2.79 million acres.
What could we do to help the Oglala Sioux Tribe and Pine Ridge? Because our tribe always wants to share when we can and give back to our brother and sister tribes, because that's what we do.
They were there for us. They will be there for us. This is the greatest example of all of our native nations coming together and being one.
They reached out to us and said, we're here to help. And that's the way we should all be feeling within our tribal nations across the United States. Just giving them opportunities to think outside of that box and say, hey, we can go fight a fire. And we know how to because we were properly trained. We had the assistance of tribal entities, not BIA, not government, but tribal entities that gave us this chance to sustain.